Morning guys, it is day 2 of Deco Summit. I'm about to head down. I really need a coffee. Really excited for my hands-on training today. I picked the EM1010. I think I think I told you guys that already. And I'm really excited to learn how to do hats much better on the machine because I think that's one of the most intimidating things for me. So I'm really excited to do that and take you guys along with me. So let's go to Deco Summit day 2. So it looks like they have all these computers for the digitizing class, which is really cool. So you each get your own computer. So I definitely want to make sure I get in on that one. Get ready for all the VIP classes and all the other hands-on training. Got some more computers in here. Let's walk down the hallway together. And I'll just be the crazy person talking to myself. That's okay though. Looks like we got some computers over here. Getting ready. Looks like they expect that to be a big class. Let's see, there's some machines set up in here, so let's take a peek. Check it out. Holy smokes. This is so cool. Look at all this stuff, guys. Oh my goodness. Hands-on training in this room right here. Embroidery on a shoe.
Needle and some backing so that it's a little bit more stable. For the purposes of today, we're just running it. But let's be like an 80-12 maybe on this, or 75. Well, this is already 75-11. Oh, so 75-11 sharps. Okay. So 75-11 sharps, cutaway backing. The only time really I've used 80-12s on that case would be on the Richardson caps. On the structured backing caps, you can get away with 75-11, but ideally 80-12 is what you'd like to use. For the structured caps, like this, you can get away with 75-11, like Mark was saying. Sharp would be ideal, but like there's regular and sharp, right? Yeah. You said regular, sharp, and ballpoint, and ballpoint. So pass it around. See how it works. Yes. So that's actually a question that I did speak to one of my marketing directors, because I know people talking about they want to do maybe Keds or small, like low top Converse. You could technically run them on that, right? You just have to push them a little higher up, right? Yeah, that one the placement would have to be, since this one's a lot easier since it's high top, but on a low top, probably want to push it as maybe even push the frame out a bit. And then clamp it down, and you want to try to get as much real estate on this side. I put one side, I clamp it, and then I push it through the other side, and then I'll clamp that. So I don't want to put both at the same time in case I have to adjust it, because I want it to be as straight as possible. So I always do one side first, and then I do the other. 8-in-1. As we were talking earlier with some folks, 8-in-1 has exactly that, 8 devices in one. So pass this around for you real quick so you guys can look at it. So for example, the D frame right here, I use to run this cap. You see the arch? There's a little bit of puff on here as well. If you guys want to pass this around, okay. This will allow you to do the back of the cap, and also on unstructured caps like dad caps, you technically could do the front. One that's on over here, this is to do sleeves, which what I will do later today is a little floral design. And this will go in a sleeve like this. We'll use adhesive backing, so that would hold it in place. So I'm going to stick it under here.
That's the backing?
This is the adhesive backing, so that when we, now you can do one sheet on this if you'd like, Now, but if you want to have more stability, you can add a second backing on this. If you didn't use the backing, what would happen is this would dance around. And essentially you just have registration errors, or just loss of registration, and possible needle breaks too, I think, right? Because if it is all that. So the backing basically just adds as a structure so that it doesn't move around. Like I said, embroidery is that. It's sometimes things won't go your way, and then you just gotta adjust, try again until you get it. He was asking if you can use, let's say this is an 8-in-1, so there's no 8-in-1 device on the actual panel. You can choose other, but in this case, like what Mark did, he chose an E-hoop, and the E-hoop, he traced it, and it fit. So because what it is on the other frame, you won't see the design. It looks like a little dot, as opposed to when you do a different hoop, you'll see the design bigger. So you'll be able to play around with it. So you can plug and play.
Okay, well, thank you guys. I spoke about at my keynote yesterday that this ninja hack that probably not a lot of people are employing in their business to be able to scale it further, because I think this is not very obvious to a lot of entrepreneurs, especially starting out in this industry. Not very obvious to them how to do this, and they're more focused on customer acquisition. So I'll kind of get into today's topic, which is how to increase your revenue without acquiring new customers, which might seem very counterintuitive, but once you master this and you kind of are opening your eyes to this trick, I believe it will take your business 2, 3, 4, 5x if you're able to actually execute this correctly. All right, so it's obviously no secret that you have to increase sales and get more revenue to grow your business, right? That is a very obvious thing to say, and that's one thing that a lot of small businesses, especially starting out, are very focused on, acquiring their first customer. That's always been kind of the hurdle to get over, especially for businesses starting out, to be able to get that new first customer and kind of get that ball rolling. But I'll give you this example, very simple example, to help you paint this picture and emphasize how powerful this is. Imagine you have 100 customers and you get them to spend $10 each with you. All right, pretty good. Everybody gives you $10. You get $1,000 in profit. All right, let's pretend that $10 is all profit. Every customer that you have, you get $10 of profit from. You have $1,000 of profit. How do you get to $2,000 by the traditional method? I have to acquire another 100 customers, right? I gotta go out there and get another 100 customers to spend another $10 each with me and be able to get $2,000. Now I've doubled my business. I've doubled my revenue. Okay, but what if you can get to those $2,000 without having to work that hard to get 100 additional people? Because getting 100 new customers at what, a 5% closing rate, how many leads do you need to get there? You need to get 2,000 leads. You need to get 2,000 prospects to inquire with you, and if you're good, convert them at a 5% rate to get 100 people to spend $10 with you. Imagine the amount of work that took to acquire 2,000 leads. You spend money in advertising to do that. You spend effort to do that, all that follow-up. Okay, finally you got to 100 people to spend $10 extra with you to double your business. Now picture this, the same 100 customers that you had that were spending $10 with you each, getting you to $1,000, what if you just get them somehow to spend $20 each? Would that be a lot easier? You're getting the same result to $2,000 and doubling your business. But getting someone to go from $10 to $20, probably a lot easier than acquiring 100 new customers. You've already done the work in the past of acquiring them and going through the nurturing and all that. They've already transacted with you. That's the premise, right? This is not about, we're not talking about acquiring them and becoming a customer. They've already transacted with you. And they've spent $10. Now you're finding out a way how to get them to spend 20 instead of 10. If you think about customer acquisition and revenue in this way, it opens up a whole new mindset and framework as to how you approach revenue and growing your revenue. It becomes another lever that you're able to pull. So the first way is increasing your average order value, or AOV. And this is something that you guys should probably track very, very closely. And it's very simple. It's a very simple formula, right? The number of orders that you get a month, you want to track that. You take your revenue per month and you divide by the number of orders that you got that month, right? And number two, increasing average order frequency. This is something different. This is slightly different, but it's a different technique that can be employed. So this is AOF for short. So instead of increasing their average order value, instead of getting them to spend $20 instead of $10, you're getting them to spend $10 more frequently. How do you increase average order frequency? So the first way, and this is probably the most powerful way, is recurring revenue opportunities. Recurring revenue opportunities. What in your business can be automated and made into a recurring revenue opportunity? Knowing all of this now, and seeming a lot of this is, okay, cross-selling and all these things seem to be things that some businesses do. Why do you guys think that not everybody does this? The two main reasons that I found is they don't know how, okay, because they're not aware that this is something that is as powerful as it can be. And two, they're afraid of offending the customer by being too pushy and then, you know, losing the sale.
So I'm back at my room for lunch. You guys, this door is so heavy, but I propped it. I finally got it open because I wanted to show you guys. It is so muggy today. It's rainy. It's overcasty. It's really dark over there. Holy smokes. But yeah, lots of people here today. There's like several other like groups and stuff meeting. I was just in the elevator with a bunch of like nuns, and so there's a lot of different types of groups meeting today, and it's just really cool. There's a lot of people here. The line for the little like Starbucks cafe thing, they have like to-go salads and stuff, was super, super long. I'm not even kidding. It was like 50 people deep. Ah, this water's splashing on me. It was like 50 people deep, and I was just like, that's way too much. So I went and grabbed the lunch that Ricoma is providing and just brought it back up to my room just so I could take a break. Oh gosh, this door's so heavy. Okay, I won't do that now. Just so I could take a break, and you know, my watch died, so I'm up here charging my watch and plugging in my batteries. I'm trying to upload my footage from yesterday. I got it all edited and stuff last night, so I'm trying to upload it on my phone, and I hope it works because I still can't connect to the internet down here. If you saw my post in my community tab on YouTube, I cannot connect to the Wi-Fi here. I don't know. It says it's open, and I can't do it, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So hopefully we'll get that footage out for you guys soon. If not, this is all just gonna be out next week, and I'll already be home. But yeah, so I'm just on a lunch break, and then after this we are going to do the hands-on training. My session was in the afternoon, so I'm really excited to work on the EM1010 and get better at hats and just know my machine better so that I can unlock more business potential. So I will see you guys at the hands-on training. So here's the EM1010 for my machine. It's got my name on it. Here's the whole room.
Probably come back tomorrow.
This looks like the stuff that they've got for us to embroider on today. Some different hoops. These auto hats are sweet.
Well, I think it's this way, right? So this goes like this.
Yeah, that's the bottom of it, yeah. Nice.
Tighten it up.
Does it sound like a drum?
Yep.
Sounds good?
Yep. Trace. Yeah. One more.
I think it looks pretty good.
Hella close, huh?
Just going to do the 3D puff. That's what it looks like so far. So that was the back fill stitch. Now we're going to do the 3D puff.
And sometimes, like, if you're super confident,
Use your hand.
you just hold it.
Yeah, it's okay. We're not gonna do that today.
Until it tacks down.
If you want, like,
Yeah, we're not gonna do that today. Zoom in.
I know, right?
You guys ready? Zoom in. There we go.
Here's our finished 3D puff hat. I think it looks awesome. I had such a good partner for this. He does hats, and so it was great having somebody who knew what they were doing to help me out. And now we are getting ready to do applique.
When you're working for yourself, it's something, you want to be doing something that you absolutely love to do. You want to love to do it. That is how I'm able to keep going, and that is when your side hustle will really, really grow, and it will grow beyond what it is that you're waking up going to every single day, because you're going, making somebody else money, right? So what to do when your side hustle outgrows you? That's where I've been. So I got there maybe like last year sometime, and so I had to have real conversations with myself. Would I be happy walking away only doing my side hustle? I probably could be. I mean, who doesn't want to be home all day, like making pretty things? So, how do I manage? How do I manage wearing all of these hats? First, you want to make sure you are researching, right? Research. See what's going on around you. See what's happening in your market. Because if you're doing a side hustle, because right now my side hustle is no longer my side hustle. Teaching for me is now my side hustle. Plan and organize. So after I've researched and I've seen what's going on, what's trending, what's not trending, what's new, what's old, I plan and then I organize. I plan out what I'm gonna do. So I'm an influencer, so we have videos that we need to do, especially when you're working with brands. So I have to make sure that I have a good schedule, that I can keep up with that schedule. That's the one thing. If this is something that you're doing now, if you're like, you know, but I still have a side hustle, I don't have a business, but you have to plan. Plan, because you don't want that side hustle just to stay a side hustle. Let's skip a little bit with some accountability partners. Have accountability partners. I have accountability partners at work. I have accountability partners at home, because if not, I would be there working all day, nonstop. That I've learned, right? So, be realistic. Be realistic about everything that you're doing. If something is working for you, it's working. If it's not working for you, it's not working. And don't force it. Stop. Pause. Reflect. Think about what it is that you're doing and make adjustments. But you want to be realistic, right? So you don't want to say, you know what, I'm working this 9 to 5, but I just started this business, and this business looks good, I'm gonna quit. Be realistic. Now, it works, it can work, like if you're gonna put for that, but you want to be realistic with everything that you are doing and make good choices. Also, opinions are not facts. If
But more importantly, not only do I want to thank you guys, really, this would not all be possible without, all of our team here. And really, I've heard so much great feedback from all of you about how nice they are, how professional they are, and how knowledgeable they are. So really, please give it a big round of applause to everyone behind the scenes that has really made all this possible. All right, because really, these guys put in a lot of work, a lot of sweat, and blood here behind the scenes to, I think some blood, with the needles, but it's really something that we're very proud of, and we're very proud of the community that we have built. And all of you, and all of us here, all of our partners, our influencers, are all part of this community that several years ago we thought this would be something that could be a lot bigger. right? We knew that we had like thousands and tens of thousands of people on our Facebook group, but no event existed in our industry where it brought all of us together in a format that's like this, that's educational, that's informative, and it can network so that you guys are building the relationships that can be business opportunities or collaborations down the road. So when that idea sparked from, ironically, another conference that we went to, it really became kind of this idea to really unite the community and really create something that's unlike any trade show or any other sort of event that's ever been done in our industry. So all of you made that possible. Thank you to the team to make all of this possible. And hopefully we see you guys next year and for years to come, because we're really looking to make this event the biggest and the best and most unique experience in the decorated apparel industry. All right, thank you guys so much.
Okay guys, so it is 10:45. Just got back to my room from an amazing night of networking. Today was day 2 of Deco Summit, and it ended with a really cool like VIP networking party down at one of like the grill bars at the bottom of the hotel. And it was so fun. I didn't really plan on staying long, and it's funny, neither did Kelly from Embroidery Nurse. And we ended up like going to dinner and having drinks together and like being together the whole night, and it was just so fun. We talked so much, not even just about embroidery stuff, but just about life and getting to know each other, and it was so fun, and I had a blast. We ended the night with talking with Alan Wade from ADub and Joe from Heart and Hustle Printing and a couple other people, and it was so fun, and just getting to know each other and making friends, and it was a really good time. And I definitely needed it, because I definitely needed to like get out of my shell and get out of Nevada, and it was really good. It was really fun. I don't have as much today to take away from Deco Summit as I did yesterday. Yesterday I took a lot more of like the business seminar classes. Today I had my hands-on training in the afternoon, which was really good. It didn't go as long as I thought it was going to. And I did learn like how I was hooping my hat wrong.